we will do another math problem. And today we will do some algebra, right? So problems that might include some equations. So for example, if we have something like this, right? We will have an equation and we will check if the answer is valid, right? By using the rules of mathematics. For example, you have 1 over x. So for example, in this case right here, if you have something like this, right? So let's say that you have it like 5, right, on top, and then you got x. Sorry, let me just rewrite that. Let's say, for example, that you have something like x minus 1, right? Well, that means that x cannot equal 1, right? Because if x equal 1, this is equal 0, which make this case or this expression undefined, right? So that's how we will check on those. So if we solve problems, we will pay attention to things like that, right? If they come up, we will analyze whether the solution is, I will say acceptable or not, right? So, okay, so let's do one example. Let's do one example. For example, if we have something like this, right? 1/2, and then we have what? We have x plus, actually it's 5. So x plus 5, right? And then I got 4, and then I got is equal to 1 over 3, and then I said 2 x minus 1, right? So okay, so we can do this, right? And I am still getting used to this, to write with this little tool. All right, so okay, so we have right here an equation, right? So okay, so the first step should be analyze the equation, right? Analyze the equation and see that we have on both sides we have a fraction, right? This fraction is multiplying this, and this fraction is multiplying up this right there, right? So in this case, what we can do is the following. So we can do the following. We can actually say, okay, so in that case, we can actually find the common denominator, right? On both sides, we can actually multiply this by what? By 3. This by 3. And of course, we multiply that by 2, right? And we multiply the 4 here this 4. Let me just write it close to there, right? And we can actually multiply that by 6, right? So just like that, that is over 1, so we'll also multiply that by 6. Making sure that we cover everything, right? Okay, so now we have something that basically we can actually just find the common denominator, right? Now, in this case, if I simplify this, the top is going to be what? It's going to be 3, right? And the bottom, actually, but it's going to be 3x, right? So it's going to be 3x plus 15 equal to 24. Remember, all this is over 6. So this is over 6. Right? So this is over 6, and that is also over 6, right? And that is equal to what? So then remember that this right here is multiplying that, so that is belong to that. So here that becomes what? The bottom, the top becomes 4x minus 2. So because that becomes, yeah, so it becomes 4x minus 2 over 6, right? So now that I have all this stuff, right? So I found the common denominator, and I can just simply just go ahead and let me just use a different color for this. Right? So we can actually just go ahead and cancel those. Okay. So now we write just the numerator, right? So it's 3x plus 15 minus 24, right? Equal 4 minus 2, right? So here, let me just go to black again. So 3x plus 15 minus 24 equal to 4x minus 2, right? Is equal to 4x minus 2. Okay. So now what we can do? Well, I can simplify this, right? So here, if I simplify that, that is equal to what? That is equal to 1, right? So basically, if I subtract that from that, which is this, right? So if I add those, that is nothing but so So in this case, I get negative 9, correct? So I get 3x minus a negative 9 minus a negative 9, right? Oops. All right, so 3x minus a negative 9 is equal to 4x minus what? Minus 2, right? Then what I do is I just add 2 on both sides. Add 2 on both sides, right? So that becomes 3x equal to negative 7. I'm sorry. 3x minus 7 is equal to negative, to 4. Okay, so equal 4, right? Okay, and it's 4x. Sorry, 4x. Now, if I actually do the math in this case, right? So in this case, what I can do is just subtract 3x on both sides, right? Right? Then we get what? We get this equals 0, right? So that is this piece. So what I mean when I add those equals 0, it doesn't mean this side of the equation equals 0, right? So I want to be clear on that. So then I get what? I get negative 7 is equal to, okay, so I subtract those and I get just x, right? So therefore, x equal negative 7, right? Oops. So I'm pretty sure that answer is correct. If I plug that number on this equation back here, it will probably indeed equal to that, right? So, and we can test it. I mean, we can actually do a quick check here. So I am pretty sure that is the regular answer, but we can just kind of just do a quick check, right? So we have what? We have 1/2. We have 1/2, right? And then we have negative 7. And then we have what? Negative 7 plus 5, right? Negative 7 plus negative 7 plus 5 minus 4 equal to 1/3, right? And then we do what? And then we do, okay, and then we do what? We do we do 2 times minus 7, right? And then minus 1, correct? So here we get minus 1, and we close the parenthesis, right? So now, if we do this, it's right here. So first we do this, right? Using pandas, we do the parentheses first, and we get what? We get 1/2, and we get what? We get -2, and we get -4 equal to 1/3. And then we do this parenthesis first, right? So in this case, we do the multiplication inside the parenthesis, which is what? Which is -14 -7, right? I'm sorry, -1, right? So now this is equal to 15, correct? This piece right here is equal to -15, right? Okay, so -15. And then, so let's see. Okay. Making sure I didn't make no mistakes. Okay. Okay. So it seems like everything is kind of clear up. Okay. So bottom line here is the following. So we have this, right? So that is 15, right? So we can agree with that, right? And that this side right here is what? This cancels out. That cancels out with this. Cancels out with that. Cancels out with that. In this case here, I get what? I get -1, because that is 1. So that's a -1. And here is what? Here is what? -4, right? I'm doing this step by step. And here I got 1/3. And here I got -15. Right? So that's that, right? Now, as you can see, that this cancels out with that, right? So let me just kind of scroll up. Right? So in this case, the way that I have this problem already, I can see that it's going to work out, because this side right here is going to -5, right? It is -5. And then this 3 cancels out with that 5 times, right? Cancels out with that 5 times. And which is equal to 5, right? So the bottom line is that this equation is indeed correct, right? So it's correct. Okay, so that was the solution for that problem, right? Now let's try another one. Let's try another one that is kind of different. So let's try one that is to see if we can actually analyze it, right? And for that, let me make it a clear page here. Okay, so we can analyze and see if it before we start solving it, right? Okay. Okay, so let's do 3x over x minus 1 plus 3. Nope, actually it's 2. So plus 2 plus 2 equal to 3 over x minus 1. Okay, so I have it this, right? So I have it that. So, and look at this. Here I have the common denominators, right? And remember that in this case, we should notice that x cannot equal 1. Because if x is equal to 1, then this piece is undefined, which cannot happen. X cannot equal 0. This number cannot be divided by 0, so this number cannot be divided by 0. So x cannot equal 1, right? Positive 1. It can be greater than it can be less than 1, right? But it cannot be 1. Or it can be positive and less than 1, but cannot be 1. Or it can be negative too, right? So it can be negative, because if I have a negative, then this is going to, if it's negative 1, then this is negative 2. So negative 2 can be, a number, like it's not 0, right? Okay, so let's work this out. Let's work this out real quick. So here I got what? I got 3x. And I gotta multiply that by what? By, actually, you know what? Let me just do it this way. Right? So I have it right here already. So I have the common denominator already, right? So all I have to do here, x minus 1, and then plus 2, and of course I gotta multiply that by x minus 1, right? And of course right here is x minus 1, right? And it's equal to 3 over x minus 1, right? So notice what happened here already. I can actually see that this denominator just cancel out. See that? Okay. So now, I can just rewrite the problem like this. So now I can say, okay, I can say 3x, and then I can multiply that times that is going to be plus 2x minus 2, right? 2x minus 2 is equal to what? Is equal to 3 on the other side, right? So then I add 2. I add 2 on both sides, right? And then I added this 3x plus 2x is equal to this right here, right? So this 3x plus 2x is equal to 5. 5x equal to 5, right? And we divide by 5. We divide by 5. And we found out that x is equal to positive 1. right? So, and what we say? We did actually analyze that problem we analyzed the problem and we said that x cannot equal 1, right? Right? So therefore, we can actually conclude that this doesn't have a solution. So we can say that there is no there is no solution. Right? There is no solution. Why? Because x is equal to positive 1, right? So okay, so there is no solution to this problem. Okay? So this has been for tonight. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is the Conservative Engineering Academy. What we do here, we do it because Jesus is good with us, and He gave us the knowledge so we can learn something every day. Alright, and something good. Remember, something good. Conservative Engineering Academy, something good. We are open mind to learn good things. Good things, not a bad thing, correct? I hope everyone agree with me, right? Open mind to learn what is good for society as engineers, right? As engineers, right? We are open mind to learn the good things for society. And I wanted my point clear here. This is not, we're living in the era where, people try to be politically correct with, but again, here, the correct one, the only good one is Jesus Christ, and because of Him, we learn and we become what we become. We become what we want to become, right? And here, the one that gets all the glory is Jesus Christ, right? Our Lord, right? So therefore, that's why this is a Conservative Engineering Academy. Again, I am not here to welcome everybody to learn, right? But again, I am not here to kind of, expose myself. Hey, follow me because who I am. No. I want you to subscribe. I want you to share this video. I want you to like this video. But at the same time, remember that this is the Conservative Engineering Academy, and God is so good, and Jesus is so good, and that's why we just keep learning, right? Every day. Thank you, and thank you for watching again our channel. All right, thank you for watching.